Hello, I'm Yinka Flawless. In skincare, one of the major problems is identifying the cause of a blemish. I tell people that for every blemish there is a cause, and it is very important that you identify the cause because without that you may not be able to totally clear the blemish. In other words, you may not be able to achieve a blemish free skin. That's the reason for this video, to help you identify the cause of any particular blemish you may be having. Now, when I ask people that what's the cause of the blemish, I get things like I don't know, and I'm going to be doing 4 videos. This is the very first of the 4 videos to help you identify the cause of any blemish, so that you can put an end to it and have a blemish-free skin all year round. Now, the things you need to do are this. Find out exactly what you ate in the last 3 days, or what you drank, or what you did, or what you used in the last 3 days. We are different. Some people react to things within 24 hours, some react to things in 3 days after doing a particular thing. So find out, did I eat anything that I've never eaten before, or something that I haven't taken in a longer time? Or maybe there's just something that your body doesn't just like. For me, it is groundnuts. Anytime I eat groundnuts, I react to it. In the next 24 hours, I begin to break out. So find out if you have the same reaction to any kind of food. So once you begin to react, just take a stop and say, okay, what did I eat in the last 3 days, in the last 24 hours or 48 hours? What did I drink? Did I take any particular drink? Or maybe you changed the environment and you drank a kind of water that has a slightly different composition from what you've been drinking. Or maybe you had a bath with that water in another kind of water in a very different environment. Some people begin to itch all over the body, and that will lead to rashes, and they begin to have dark spots after a while. So you need to check that as well. Now, that may not mean the water is bad. It could just mean your skin saying hello, what is being used in my skin. Just the way when we hear a knock on the door, we say hello, who is at the door. Or maybe you're using a particular skincare product for the very first time, or maybe that product will be very, very good, but then a perfect example is this. You use an oil-based moisturizer on already oily skin, so that means you're adding more oil to the excess oil that you have already. That way, your skin gets oilier, it will get darker, and you begin to break out. So find out if you reacting to something new, that something you never used before. No matter how good that thing is, it doesn't mean it's bad. Your skin may not just like it, or maybe it's not just suited for your skin type. Or maybe you changed your makeup brand. Now, it doesn't mean the brand is bad. It could just mean your skin saying, hey, who is at the door? At times when we hear a knock, it doesn't mean the person at the door has come to harm us. It's just normal for us to say who is at the door. So that's exactly the same thing your skin is doing. Hey, what is being used on me? So you could just be reacting because you've changed your brand. Or maybe, I'm sorry to say this, maybe you've gone to buy something that's not original. It happens a lot. So that's why I tell people that get all the stuff from a trusted source. You have to use things that are original, because the adulterated ones will contain ingredients that are highly carcinogenic, or just make you react in a very bad way to the product. So you need to be very careful the kind of things you use on your skin. So find out if you ever did any of those things in the last 24, 48, or even 72 hours. And also find out if you've actually gone to share a particular personal belonging with anybody. Maybe use someone else's bathing soap, sponge, towel, or maybe a makeup item like your makeup tool, maybe your makeup brushes you share with someone, makeup applicator, or maybe you use eye products that belong to someone else. For me, I do not share eye products with anybody. I tried lots of times, and each time I did that, my eyes would go red and very, very teary. It took me some time to actually complete, because I kept testing and checking, and it was always exactly the same thing, so I had to stop. So get to find out what you did in the last 24 hours, what you 48 hours or 72 hours, what you ate, what you drank, what you used. Did you share anything with someone? Did you change your brand? Or you bought something that is not the exact type you should be using? Or if you want to use something fantastic but not just suited for your skin type. Do you know why you need to do this? If you're just like, okay, let me get a cleanser and oil and soap to clear this blemish, that is one side. On the other hand, if you keep doing what is causing the blemish, it should appear like the skincare products you're using are not working, because you're doing what is causing it there, and then you're trying to clear it, so you can never get a permanent result. So that is why you need to identify the cause of the blemish. Thank you so much for your time, and watch out for the next 3 videos. Bye for now.